From high-stakes espionage and brutal revenge thrillers to futuristic adventures and pulse-pounding crime dramas, these are the series that had audiences talking all year long. Whether you're into intense shootouts, hand-to-hand combat, or mind-blowing plot twists, there's something on this list for every action fan. Set in the gritty streets of Hell's Kitchen, New York, during the early 1980s, The Westies is a hard-hitting action crime series inspired by the infamous Irish-American gang that once ruled the neighborhood through fear, violence, and ruthless ambition. As massive construction projects promise millions of dollars in illegal profits, the Westies find themselves standing at a dangerous crossroads. They may be vastly outnumbered by New York's powerful Italian mafia families, but their reputation for brutality has earned them a fragile place at the table. At the center of the story is Eamon Sweeney, the gang's calculating leader, who struggles to maintain control as old loyalties begin to crumble and a younger generation grows impatient with his cautious approach. While Sweeney works to preserve a delicate alliance with the mafia, ambitious members of the gang see an opportunity to seize more power, setting the stage for betrayals, shifting alliances, and explosive confrontations. At the same time, law enforcement is tightening its grip, launching investigations that threaten to expose every criminal deal and every bloody secret hidden within Hell's Kitchen. The Westies is more than a story about organized crime. It's a gripping tale of ambition, loyalty, betrayal, and the price of power in a city where every alliance is temporary and every victory comes at a cost. If you're looking for a tense, atmospheric gangster drama filled with compelling characters and high-stakes conflict, The Westies is a series well worth adding to your watch list. Prisoner is a gripping 6-part British action thriller that turned a routine prison transfer into a relentless fight for survival. The story follows Amber Todd, a principled prison transport officer returning to work after maternity leave. Her first assignment seems straightforward: escort Tibor Stone, one of the country's most dangerous inmates, to court, where he's expected to testify against the powerful crime syndicate he once served. But what begins as a heavily guarded transfer quickly spirals into chaos when the convoy is ambushed by armed attackers determined to silence Tibor before he can reveal their secrets. With most of the escort team killed in the attack, Amber and Tibor become the only survivors. Still handcuffed together and stranded far from help, the unlikely pair is forced to flee across the British countryside while being hunted by ruthless assassins and unsure of who they can trust. As they race towards safety, Amber must rely on the very man she has been trained to fear. Meanwhile, Tibor proves to be far more complex than the cold-blooded criminal his reputation suggests, creating an uneasy partnership built on necessity rather than trust. Nemesis is an intense crime thriller that transforms the classic cops and robbers formula into a gripping battle of intelligence, strategy, and survival. Set against the vibrant but dangerous backdrop of Los Angeles, the series follows two extraordinary men whose lives become intertwined in an escalating game of cat and mouse. On one side is Isaiah Stiles, a relentless LAPD detective known for his sharp instincts and unwavering determination to bring criminals to justice. On the other is Coltrane Wilder, a charismatic master thief whose meticulously planned heists have made him one of the most elusive criminals in the country. As a string of daring robberies rocks the city, Isaiah becomes obsessed with uncovering the identity of the criminal mastermind responsible. But this is far more than a simple chase. Every move the detective makes is anticipated by Coltrane, whose intelligence and ability to stay one step ahead force the police into a dangerous game where the smallest mistake can have devastating consequences. As the rivalry intensifies, both men discover that their greatest strengths may also be their greatest weaknesses. Visually, the series delivers thrilling chase sequences, carefully orchestrated heists, and tense confrontations that keep the momentum high from beginning to end. Combined with strong performances from Matthew Law as Detective Isaiah Stiles and Elin Noel as Coltrane Wilder, the show creates a compelling rivalry that drives every episode forward. The Agency is a gripping espionage thriller that takes viewers deep into the shadowy world of international intelligence, where every conversation can be a lie and every decision can mean the difference between life and death. Inspired by the acclaimed French series Loup Bureau de Legends, The show follows Martian, a veteran CIA operative who is suddenly ordered to end his years-long undercover assignment and return to London Station. After spending so much time living under a false identity, Martian struggles to separate the man he has become from the person he truly is. Back in the world of intelligence operations, Martian quickly discovers that leaving the field is anything but simple. As new assignments emerge and global tensions continue to rise, he is forced to navigate a dangerous landscape filled with covert missions, political intrigue, and shifting alliances. The stakes become even higher when someone from his past unexpectedly reappears, forcing him to balance his professional duty with deeply personal emotions. In a profession built on secrecy, even the smallest personal connection can become a serious liability. The series also features an outstanding ensemble cast led by Michael Fassbender, whose performance brings depth and vulnerability to the character of Martian. Alongside him are Jeffrey Wright, Richard Gere, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Catherine Waterston, each delivering compelling performances that add richness to the world of international espionage. Combined with cinematic visuals, intelligent writing, and authentic spycraft, the show creates an atmosphere that feels both sophisticated and intensely suspenseful. If you're looking for an action-packed series with tension, deception, and high-stakes survival, Lucky is a series that deserves your attention. Based on Marissa Stapley's best-selling novel, the Apple TV Plus limited series follows a woman whose carefully rebuilt life is shattered when her troubled past comes crashing back into the present. Lucky, a woman raised in a family of skilled con artists. After years of leaving that dangerous world behind, she's finally built a quiet, honest life and is determined never to return to the scams and deception that once defined her childhood. But when a massive criminal operation spirals out of control, she finds herself with no choice but to rely on the very talents she spent years trying to forget. As the pressure mounts, Lucky is forced into a desperate race against time. Hunted by determined law enforcement while also pursued by ruthless criminals who want what she has, she must stay one step ahead using nothing but her intelligence, quick thinking, and years of experience living by her wits. Every decision carries enormous consequences, and every ally she encounters could just as easily become an enemy. Lucky is an engaging thriller that combines crime, action, and emotional drama into an entertaining package. With its compelling lead, sharp writing, and constant sense of danger, it's a series that will appeal to fans of intelligent crime stories where survival depends as much on cleverness as it does on courage. If you enjoy suspenseful dramas with strong performances and unpredictable twists, Lucky is well worth adding to your watch list.